Hi, I'm Semil Shah, and we're here at Greylock Partners on Sand Hill Road, and I'm here with Asheem Chandna, who's a general partner here. Asheem, great to see you.
Thanks for having me.
I've been looking forward to this because I was mentioning to you that you were one of the first 25 people I met when I moved here, and it's just been great to get to know you over time, and I'm really excited for this. And I know you don't do a lot of this stuff.
Yeah,
right?
and
So
I'm really
thanks
looking
for
forward to it
advancing.
and excited to do this together.
Great, yeah. So the first topic I wanted to talk about was sort of at a high level. Let's combine sort of three areas. So everyone going into work with one or more devices of their own, right? Could be different platforms, different apps that they're running. The trend of information now not sitting on the devices but being streamed or accessed,
Right.
from outside the device. And then how companies are changing how they work. So this is a very high level question. How does mobile intersect with cloud, intersect with larger enterprise companies? And as an investor, how do you look at the convergence of those three trends?
Yeah, so folks ask us every week, like what are the key trends we see out there? And I usually tell people, I start off by telling people, I feel kind of the macro trend I'm investing under is what I call mobile cloud computing, where basically what's happening is the front end is moving to the smartphone and the tablet, and this is a secular shift, and the back end is going to kind of a cloud-ready infrastructure. And that back end might be in a public cloud, or it might be behind the corporate firewall in a private cloud. So I'd say this is creating tremendous opportunity just from an investment perspective, and it's also literally wreaking havoc in IT departments around the world for large companies, and has a lot of the large public companies running scared at this point in time. You're starting to also see in some of their quarterly revenues of some of the large public names, these trends starting to hit them, as they may not have the right products in their portfolio. I think, going back to the company side and to the customer side, so really, if you're our IT person today, we've got to, I'd say, essentially inherently assume going forward that the devices our employees bring in, these devices are insecure, right? So basically, this is the whole BYOD phenomena, or bring your own device phenomena.
So let's go through each one. So if we're talking about the employees going into work every day, they're maybe coming in with at least a phone plus another suite of devices.
A tablet or a laptop.
Right. So are you saying that in the future for larger companies, they're going to be issued preordained devices from the company in order to meet those security requirements?
I think what's starting to happen today and is going to become more prevalent is going forward, the IT department will say, you can bring your own device in, and will allow corporate data to go onto that device, or in some cases, we'll provide the device to you. But I think in either case, I think it's going to be increasingly common where the corporate IT department is going to assume that that device is not secureable.
So even if an application on the device is secure,
right,
or considered to be secure, at the device level, all that breaks down.
Exactly, and I think you kind of hit a key point, which is I think going forward, really where this is all headed is towards data security and then application security. So in other words, if I'm an employee and I'm part of your corporation and you're an IT administrator, I may come in with my iPhone or Android phone or my tablet, and I don't really want you controlling all the stuff on that device because some of that's my personal stuff as well. And what you really care about is the corporate data that comes onto my device, and those corporate apps, those are secured. So you're almost going to have kind of wrappers around the data and wrappers around the applications.
That sounds really complicated. It seems like people are just going to have a work phone and personal phone.
No, I think the trend actually is going to be, other than regulated industries, where in some cases, for some period of time, it actually may be corporate and personal. But I think the trend actually is going to be towards, that single. People may have multiple devices, but they'll be employee-owned or corporate provided. But I think what's going to happen is, I think it's the security. It's almost going to be like there's that the corporation extends out to the application or to the data on that device, but then the rest of the device is going to be the employees.